Utopia, you said that you were trying to give this card to someone who truly is worthy enough to wield it. Did you think I was worthy enough, or did you just want me to find out? Why did you want me to have this? Should I even have this? Ace! Draco, I was just wondering about, I guess. Right. Anyway, have you seen Yugioh anywhere? This is important. Oh, he's in the training room. Why? Well, like I said, important. I'll tell you later. Thanks. Bye! Well, what are you talking... Alright, Yugioh. Let me show you what I've got left. Alright, I normal summon to the field Hydrophone Horseshoe Crab! He looks like something I could step on. His looks, perhaps, but his effect, not so much. By tributing him upon summon, he lets me add one Hydrophone card from my graveyard back to my hand. Like my Hydrophone Big Blue, which I'll reactivate, so it can add another Hydrophone card to my hand. And since he's a normal monster, I can summon him! Let's go! Hydrophone Crustacean! Now, using my Big Blue's ability, I can expand the DNA strand using my Crustacean. Now, he may seem small and weak on his own, but wait until you see the abomination he becomes. I Evolution Summon Level 4! Hydrophone Eurypterid! Creepy. Well, if you think one's creepy, how about another? I activate my Eurypterid special ability. By banishing an EXP card from the graveyard, he can summon another Eurypterid from my extra deck. Oh, great. But there's more, I'm afraid. Thanks to my Eurypterid, all Hydrophone monsters I control gain an additional 500 attack points, including himself. So since I now have 2 on the field, all of my monsters gain 1,000 extra attack points. But why stop at 2 when I can banish another card from my graveyard to summon 3? And to complete my collection of creatures, I'll activate the spell Re-Hydrophone, which lets me special summon my Hydrophone Mosasaur back from the graveyard. And since he's an evolution monster, I get to draw another card. Just to be safe. 4,300 attack points? Ugh. If he attacks my Clobster, I can't survive that. That's the point. Battle, Mosasaur! Attack his monster and end this! Go! Triassic Terror Tear! Oh, no you don't. Go! Pocket Light Screen! Now, your monster's attack is negated. Oh, clever one. I didn't see that one coming. Lucky for you, my Eurypterids can't attack the turn they're summoned. So I'll set one card face down and end my turn. Your move, Yugioh. Whew. That's a mercy. I draw. Yeah. You see, Yugioh, this is what a duel truly is about. Having fun. And sometimes, even these dimensions forget about what this game really was made for. I see what you mean. I mean, before, I guess I did have some fun now and again when I dueled, but the whole time I was just focused on winning. I never realized that you could treat it so laid back like this. I mean, I'm surprised I never even realized this before. I'm afraid most people in our dimension don't. You already know full well what dueling is designed for back at home. Oh yeah, the whole business and stuff. I guess I'm so used to people antagonizing me in a duel, even if I won. Although, knowing that, you don't mind if I ask why you left the evolution dimension? I mean, I know why exactly. It's because you disagreed with everything that we stood for back at home, but what caused you to believe that to begin with? Is it unpleasant? Finding out the truth normally is. But I'd rather not talk about that right now. We're not here to talk about sob stories. We're here to have some fun. So go on, make your next move. Okay then. Okay, I activate the field spell Pocket Rumble Arena!
Access denied.
What? Why? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention. My Big Blue has one last special ability. While it's on my field, you can't use any field spells. It completely washes them out. Ugh, that darn field spell does everything. Hey, I didn't make the card. Well, it's a good thing I've got another plan in mind. I activate my second card, Pocket Trade. By discarding my Rumble Arena, I can exchange it for 2 new cards. Ah, getting rid of a dead card with draw power. Pretty smart. You ain't seen nothing yet. Now I'll banish my Pocket Light Screen from the graveyard. By doing so, I can add another pocket card to my hand. And now that everything's been set, I think it's time for a little comeback. I normal summon Pocket Mole Patrol. And when he's summoned, I can summon another pocket monster from my hand. I special summon Pocket Psychogician. And when he's summoned, he can gain 1 counter for every evolution monster on the field. I count 5, so he gains 5 counters. And I can activate a different effect depending on the number of counters I remove. So first, I'll remove 3 of his counters, which lets me target and destroy a card on your field. Your Mosasaur is history! Urgh! Then I'll use his last 2 counters in order to evolution summon, using the Pocket Rubbish in my hand. I expand the DNA strand and evolution summon level 8, Pocket Rabbinite! Urgh! If that monster activates its skill, I'm in big trouble. But before I activate that skill, I think I'll take my Mole Patrol and Psychogician here and use them to build the overlay network. What? That's right, I overlay my 2 level 4 monsters and Xyz summon rank 4 Pocket Xyzastag! Xyzastag? So you can Xyz summon. I have to admit, that's quite surprising. You can gain a lot of tricks when you hang out in these dimensions long enough. Maybe I should take a page in your book then. Now that all that's said and done, I will activate my Xyzastag's effect, which gives all of my monsters an additional 500 attack points. And now I will finally use Rabbinite's effect. By banishing an EXP card from the graveyard, he can now attack all of your monsters, and during the battle phase, you can't use any card effects. And to top it all off, just in case, I'll use Clobster's special ability to copy Rabbinite's attack points. I don't like the looks of this. Now let's end this! Hold it right there, Yugioh. I still have one last trick up my sleeve. I tribute 2 of my Eurypterids to activate their special abilities. Now I can bring back 1 Hydrophone monster in their place. Welcome back, Hydrophone Helicoprion! Oh no, not that thing. Yes, this thing. And I think you know his special ability. I can remove an EXP card to destroy one of your monsters and inflict damage equal to half its attack points. Bye-bye, Rabbinite. Yeah, I don't think I'll allow that this time. Sorry, but I have another special ability. Pocket Exostag! By using up 1 overlay unit, he can prevent my monster from being destroyed. And in return, I can then destroy one of your monsters instead. Uh-oh. Your Helicoprion is history! Prehistory, to be exact! Ah! Okay. Easy, Yugioh. I mean, my heart can't take it. I mean, that was a good enough pun as it is, but after this duel, Well, care to do the honors? Oh, of course I do. I'll admit this was fun. Probably the most fun I've ever had in Duel, but... well, all good things must come to an end. Now, let's Yugioh! Draco? Guys, listen. General Percy, sir? Whoa, easy, man. No need to call me sir. And what's the matter? You look a bit put out. Yeah, we're kind of in the middle of something. I know, but look, listen to me. I found something a while back. Something that might help us with this whole thing. Something that could be important. Important? And why's that? Because I think, and this is a guess because I'm not 100% sure about it myself, but I think this could be related to Zark. I surrender the duel. What? Sorry, Yugioh, but looks like we do have to put a stop to this. This really well could be important. Alright then, but, for what it's worth, thank you for showing me what this game's all about. Well, really about, anyway. And for what it's worth, you are one of the most friendly evolutionists I've ever met. Well, I know that's not really much of an accomplishment, but I'll take it for what it is. Thank you, Yugioh. It was my pleasure. Now then, Draco, will you share with us what you found? Well, okay, so what's this about? A while back, when me and Yugioh first encountered those new troops, I found this student profile in some old wreckage. Profile? Oh, you mean in that old storage room that we hid in? Yeah, exactly. Well, honestly, I didn't really think it was that important either, but after reading it, in hindsight, maybe it should have been looked at. It's about a fellow student of this academy called, here he is. Jay Paxton. James? Jay Paxton. He used to go here, and he was a member of Magician's Purple. I didn't encounter him myself, but it says here that he was one of the highest ranking students. In fact, he was so good, he was granted Magician's Purple the moment he entered, and was almost permitted to leave a few years early. Oh dear. However, something that was noted about him was that he was planning to get into card design, and he was pretty good at it as well. However, he had a tendency for recreating cards. And what I mean by that is that he would take cards that already existed, more specifically rare ones, and recreate them so he could use their powers. And because of that, he was expelled. Expelled for... Wait. Hold on. I remember Mephiles telling me, a few years ago, a foolish human decided to design a new form of Zark. A new copy of his card, the Supreme King Dragon Zark. Draco, that's exactly what I'm saying. Judging by these files and... Do you think that this Jay Paxton was responsible for recreating that Zark card that Mephiles is looking for? Yes. Yes, I do. Percy, you knew? But how and how did you know? I'm a member of the Lancers. As one of their admins, I have access to all of their private information, including that. So does that mean you knew this, and yet you kept it a secret? Yes. And so did Declan. The Lancers knew about this too? So you knew this, even when you were undercover, and you still didn't tell any of us? I couldn't. Classified. Classified? What for? Well, I don't know. I think telling everybody about a destructive beast like Zark being resurrected, you know, the creature that destroyed the original dimension to begin with, would be a bit alarming. If we let loose information like this, and this information was leaked to the public, then everyone would freak out. Let's face it, nobody, and I mean nobody, wants to hear the fact that Zark has been brought back 3 times. Even now, the only people who really know about Zark being resurrected are us Lancers and a handful of people who participated in the tournament. Hold on, Draco, didn't your opponent actively say that they were trying to resurrect Zark? You know, in public, at the end of the tournament? Of course, but I guess the reason why nobody freaked out is because, well, they all believed what he was doing was a joke. Doesn't really make much sense to me, but then again, I guess there still are some ignorant people out there, even in a world like this. Or worlds, I suppose. But I guess what you're saying makes sense. That and the Paxton family wanted to remain anonymous and not be held responsible for their son resurrecting a monster. And I don't just mean a Duel Monsters one, a real one. But I don't see any point in any of that now that you've figured all this out. Well, in that case, do you think you can tell us the rest of the story? I'll say, what exactly happened? Well, since we're alone, I might as well. This is everything I could gather about the story. You see, around the time the Academy first opened, the talented duelist and upcoming card creator, Jay Paxton, joined the Academy. As you've already read, he was so good, he got to Magician's Purple in no time, and was about to leave the Academy, successfully getting an apprenticeship for a card design company. However, he had an unhealthy obsession. He had a tendency for recreating rare and powerful cards just to use as his own. One account resolved in him trying to recreate the legendary Signer dragons of myth. And of course, he foolishly set his sights on Zark. He was warned by most of the Academy, students and teachers alike, but he didn't listen. It took months, but he recreated the Zark card, and what was left of Zark's spirit inhabited it. Horrified by this, he borrowed some illegal equipment from the Academy and created a near-indestructible box that could only be opened through 4 key cards. After hiding it to who knows where, the Academy eventually found him, and after he told them all this information, he was expelled in disgrace. And I'm sorry to say, but that's where the profile about him ends. That's it? I'm afraid so. Not much information was known about what happened to him after that. Anything in your documents that say about it? Don't know. There's honestly... Well... I'd say I'm interested in finding out about this too. But honestly, I don't know where to start. Perhaps... Actually, you mentioned that he had a family. Perhaps we could ask them? Perhaps, but... Well, I'm afraid we're going to have to close this book for now. We've already got a lot of things to prepare for. I've got another assault on the nearest base planned, and I need you guys to go and get some rest. It will be sundown soon. Right. Yes, sir. No, like I said, no need to call me sir. Just Percy. That'll do. Oh, right. I suppose. Yes, sir. I mean, Percy, sir. Don't worry about it, you son of a gun. Go on, get some rest. Right. Thank you. Draco, I promise you, don't worry about this. If you think this will be helpful, then we'll return to it soon enough. But for now, we have other priorities. Too many to count. Ugh. Right. Thank you. Ugh. 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 Ugh.